Hey guys, welcome back to the public channel for CruiseCasinoMafia.com. And this is going to be a really interesting video. So we'll try to do this as quickly as possible. So about a month and a half, I guess it's been within 60 days, maybe 60 days ago, members of Cruise Casino Mafia were the first people to be able to introduce to a new Baccarat system called Baccarat Squared. And the amazing thing with it is it's not a Cruise Casino Mafia system. We are not the creators of the system, but we were working very closely with one of our buddies that has been working on this system for 2 years. And as any good system or strategy or concept, it's an evolving deal. And as you know with Baccarat, it's a little different than roulette or craps. It's a moving target Baccarat, right? Baccarat is a situation where the casinos are basically getting away with murder. They already have a house edge in the game, and that's not good enough. So what they've decided to do was implement tactics that are using technology and algorithms and basically disguise it as the shuffle master. So attempting to beat the game of Baccarat requires a huge amount of data and analytics. So the members of Cruise Casino Mafia that have purchased the system, it is not something that is provided inside of Cruise Casino Mafia. It's just the access to purchasing it can only be done as Cruise Casino Mafia member. And what was given to these members was the initial version of the concept under one caveat, that they would help the creator by providing ongoing data, meaning that they would send the shoes that they were playing, whether they were online or live in whatever casino around the country, so that they could be analyzed so that tweaks could be made moving forward. All right? So that's a lot in one nutshell. So we just released version 3, or I shouldn't say we released, but the creator of Baccarat Squared released. And I put that information out to the paid members for Baccarat Squared, gave them all the details and the video that I hosted for the creator, explaining the changes as well as the new cheat codes and everything else. So the reason I'm doing this video for you guys publicly is that we, at this point in version 3, he has decided that we're going to make this available, Baccarat Squared. You still have to become a member of Cruise Casino Mafia, but stick around and we'll tell you what we're going to do about that. So first of all, let's introduce you to the concept. So the first thing I want to talk about, right? The first thing we're going to talk about is analytics. So on this channel, as well as privately, we have multiple different strategies to be able to create income through using the game of Baccarat, all right? Many of these strategies use totally different methods. They are not similar in any way, shape, or form. Some of them are pattern recognition. Some of them are strictly money manipulation, solely based on the money management, while other times there's other avenues that we use to generate a profit from this game. All right. Now with Baccarat Squared, the creator of Baccarat Squared is using multiple things. They are patterns, but they're patterns that are not static. That's why he's analyzed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shoes over the last 2 years and continues to do that. Because the way that the patterns are used, okay, the exceptions to those patterns, the cheat codes that are provided, are a evolutionary concept that continues to be adapted based on what he's getting back, based on the things that he's getting back. So that's the story. So let me give you a little bit of basics as to the system itself. Without giving you the system, I obviously want to give you some idea as to what this thing looks like. So let's go in here and let's give you a shot at seeing what it would look like to play this. So this is what a scorecard looks like for Baccarat Squared. Okay, you would create this it's a 4-block system. So 4 results, 4 results, 4 results, and you would play this all the way across. You could play an entire shoe, you can play multiple shoes, or you can stop when you've generated enough profit for the day. That's a totally different concept. That's a totally different thought process that we will introduce to you. But I will tell you this, it's based on 4 blocks of information, right, of results. What's happening inside of these blocks is the cornerstone to the Baccarat Squared system. Okay, these numbers on the bottom you don't have to worry about. These are units that were made in that 4 block. Okay, the only other thing I'll tell you with this before moving on is that each one of these blocks of 4 is independent. It's not an ongoing situation. You're going to win a certain amount of units or you're going to lose a certain amount of units per block. Now, how do we view that, and how do the members that have purchased Baccarat Squared view this? We have removed the shoe concept. Shoes do not make an impact in this concept overall. The way that you view the Baccarat Squared is one big giant amount of data that's continuous. That doesn't mean you can't stop inside of a shoe at the beginning after making a few units. You can play 3 shoes. You can do anything you want. But it doesn't matter where the shoe ends and begins for the purpose of making money. Okay? For the purpose of making money. It's an ongoing platform of continuous blocks of 4. Okay, you can stop, you can start, you can do whatever you want. That's the way that it works. It is a system that plays every result while you are playing. It's not a waiting for a pattern system or waiting for a trigger like some of our other systems. This system is constantly playing. Okay? And you will learn, if you become a member and get Baccarat Squared, the codes and the strategy and the money management that he suggests the creator to use when playing the system. There are variations of the money management that you can utilize, okay? But there is a progression that is used more than not, okay? It's a 3-bet progression because you're only betting on a maximum of 3 of these blocks. Even though it's a 4 block, you're only making 3 bets maximum on each one of these. Okay? So that is a situation that is explained obviously in the training videos. And that's what you're getting if you join. You're going to be getting the training videos. You're going to be getting the version 1, version 2. You are going to get all versions of this. And of course, the newest and latest version of this, which is version 3. If you're seeing this video at some point in the future, and we've already created updates and other versions, of course you're going to be getting those as well. Now, the most important thing you're going to ask me, now that you understand what it kind of looks like, the scorecard. This is what the scorecard looks like. You know it's a block-based system, and you know it's a 3 progression system. At least that's the basic money management. The most important thing is that this is a system that's based on analytics and a lot of work that he puts into it. All right. So I'm going to show you the actual analytics. Okay. And why did that just happen? I have no idea. it is not showing up now. That is very strange. So let's go and re-pull these back so I can show you what I was trying to show you. I don't know why they disappeared. That's really, really strange. But we'll go ahead and pull it up right now. Okay. So this is the first, there's two of them. Let's start here, and that's really small. So of course we're going to make it a little bigger. All right. So this is an overall graph, so to speak, of some of the massive amount of data that goes into this version 3 that was utilized to create the cheat codes that are given to you as version 3. On the top, you're going to see shoes 1 through 15 that were used in this data set. Using Baccarat Squared version 3, this, at the end of it, this is shoe 1. And it's basically saying how many units were made in the first potential bet, how many were made in the second potential bet, how many were made in the final bet, because you can only have 3 bets maximum. Okay? Here is a block that was lost, meaning that this was a block that all 3 bets were made and this was a losing block. So what you're seeing here, and you can stop the video afterwards and go back and look at this if you want. So in this specific shoe, there were 20 units. There was 20 units made. Okay? And this is the units that were made. The units that were made on bet 1, bet 2, bet 3, and the one that was lost. Okay? That's what we're talking about. All right? And you can look down each one of these. So you can see the ones with these zeros. That means that shoe did not have a block loser. And you see that there were shoes that had a 1 block loser. You may ask me how many blocks are in a shoe, right? Well, you can basically figure that out. Not everybody likes to play the full shoe. I know I don't. But the stats are based on playing the full shoe, of course, because that's how you do stats. You have to do it all the same every time. So you essentially can figure that out if you just divide, let's say, 80 by 4, right? Because they're 4 blocks, and you know that most shoes have between how many results, right? 75 to 80 or so. So that's how many blocks approximately are in each shoe, right? So when you add these up at the end of the column, you're going to see how many units were made in all of these shoes on the first bet opportunity. How many on the second, how many on the third, right? And that's basically the story, all right? So here is the total for the units made for these 15 shoes. And he breaks it out, and you can see the same thing through shoes 16 through 30. And you can see that there was 268 units made here. You can see there's 285 total units between 16 and 30, right? And you can see the breakout, right? You can see the shoes that had no block losses, meaning that the blocks did not lose. And you'll see the shoes where you had 1 block loss, right? And yes, you can have shoes that have more than a 1 block loss. That's part of the deal, guys. There's no holy grail. We only care about what we're making at the end of the day long term, and if the strategy holds up, right? So you can see 268, 285, and here, 275 units made, right? Oh, and by the way, here's a shoe that did have 2 block losses, right? Right there. And you notice in that shoe, even with the 2 blocks lost, the shoe still made 5 units. Look at the amount of units some of these other shoes made. Crazy, right? Crazy. All right. Now, let me pull up the other thing that I need to show you guys, which is the second sheet. All right, let's make it bigger. So this is the continuous, this is the next part of that same test. Okay? So here's shoes 46 through 60. It made 190 units. And look, you actually had a shoe that lost a little bit of units here. That's going to happen sometimes if you have multiple block losses, which we haven't seen many of in the data, right? Now, you may ask me, well, where is this data coming from? Is this Wizard of Oz shoes? Are these random? Are these Zuma shoes? No. No. Because we all know, if you are a Baccarat player, that you must use the data and test nowadays against these real shoes in real casinos to determine whether the strategy is holding up because of the shuffle master nonsense. Okay? So these are shoes that were sent in. These are live shoes that either the creator played in Vegas, Biloxi, or shoes sent in from other physical casinos around the country with the addition now of online shoes. I don't mean wizard shoes. I mean real money shoes. Because they were totally different than the physical brick and mortar shoes. So they've now been encapsulated into the data in version 3 of Baccarat Squared. Okay? Look, this set of shoes made 286, right? Another 241, I guess. Now, here's the end result. There were 1,302 blocks in this data set. For the 1,302 blocks, the system made 1,545 units. Okay? 1,545 units. That equates out to 1.2 units per block on average. Per block, not per shoe, per block, per 4 block. You know, the 4 results. So that is the latest version of Baccarat Squared. Okay? So now let's talk about what happens if you want to be involved in Baccarat Squared. Right? In Baccarat Squared. So here's the deal, guys. You still have to be a member of CruiseCasinoMafia.com to get access to purchasing Baccarat Squared. Because it's not our system. It's not a Cruise Casino Mafia system. Everything we do, the lifetime members get. Everything that we do, they get for the lifetime membership. Okay? This is not our system. We assist with the data and researching and assisting the creator of Baccarat Squared. He's a buddy of ours, highly respected person in the Baccarat community. He does this for a living. This is his full-time job. Okay? For helping him, this system right now is only available through CruiseCasinoMafia.com. So, what we've decided to do, since we're getting a lot of outside people asking us how they get their hands on it, we've decided to open the door, or he's decided, I guess, to open the door, and we've created a special package. You still need to be a member of CruiseCasinoMafia.com to get your hands on Baccarat Squared. But we've managed to create a promotional concept to be able to get you in the door of Cruise Casino Mafia for a limited amount of time. We're going to open the door for a special deal. you're going to be able to become a lifetime member of CruiseCasinoMafia.com and get access to all 400 plus strategies and all of our ongoing strategies for roulette, craps, and baccarat, and everything else we do, by the way, outside of that. And you're going to be able to still get your hands on Baccarat Squared. But we've come up with a promotional concept to be able to get you in. All right? So it's still not going to be part of the membership, but you're going to get a discount to be able to get Baccarat Squared. So anybody that wants to take advantage of this limited time offer to not only get into CruiseCasinoMafia.com if you're not already a member, and to be able to then purchase Baccarat Squared, we've worked out this special deal with the creator of Baccarat Squared. All right? So I'm going to leave it here. You can go back and stop the video and look at those numbers from the data sets if you want. And watch this video again. If you are not a member of Cruise Casino Mafia already, this is the best time to join. Not only do we have Baccarat Squared, but we've got several other things that we've just released to our members that are completely, and I mean completely, a revolutionary way of playing casino games. Totally different way of playing it. So this is the best opportunity you're going to have of getting into CruiseCasinoMafia.com, getting access to all of our other strategies and everything we're putting out going forward. But this is also going to give you the ability to get involved with Baccarat Squared with the creator of that system and get access to all the videos created and the latest version of that specific system. How do you get involved? If you look down in the description, there's an email address for Cruise Casino Mafia. Let me know that you're interested in Baccarat Squared and the promotional deal from this video, and I will let you know exactly what the current promotion is and what's available for you if there's still spots open for Baccarat Squared. Because he's limiting the amount of people that get their hands on that system. Okay, the creator of the system. So I can't promise you that it's going to be open forever because it's not up to me. Okay? It's not up to me. If you have an interest, check the email, send me an email, and I will send you back an email with the exact promotion that's being offered and let you know how that works. If you want, go ahead and take advantage of it. If not, you can always hold on and hope that it's still available when you do have the funds to do it. We're here at Cruise Casino Mafia to help you, not just with Baccarat Squared, but to introduce you to all the systems that we're privately giving to our members. Remember, you don't need to become an expert at 400 plus systems. You need to find 1, 2, 3 strategies that work for you personally after evaluating and practicing them, and you will never need anything else again. Remember, if you figure out a way to make money, the only thing you need to continue to do is do the same thing over and over again. That's all you need to do. You don't need to become an expert at 400 different systems. Not necessary. So with that being said, guys, that's the promotional, the new concept for anybody to get involved with Baccarat Squared. Send us an email and I'll send you the details. Have a great day. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for all the free content and strategies that we're providing. And if you want to take your game to the next level and turn this into a casino paycheck, join us at CruiseCasinoMafia.com and you can use the code MAFIA and the number 50 for a discount on lifetime membership. Okay? But if you're interested in Baccarat Squared, send me an email first. I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.